that she decided to murder her parents. So what can we do? What can we do to stop this? How can we help our teenagers? The first thing I would like to say, even if you're not a parent, you might be an uncle or auntie or cousin or an elder sibling or even just a church member. Even then, you must realize that teens are very impressionable and easily facilitate what they see others do. So it is important to be good role models and mentors, counseling them in the right way. If the teen can't share something with his or her parents, she must be able to confide in you. It is important to take such tasks because teenagers will find others who are willing to listen to them. The first slide over here which says set limits and boundaries. Every person who has a relationship with a teenager should always set limits and boundaries. But the person who sets them should also be in charge and keep an open dialogue with them and be willing to reassess these boundaries. Try to keep a balance between the teenager's privacy and at the same time keep a watchful eye on them. Realize that they need their space and they need their personal privacy. Also remember that a teenager is no longer a kid and the parenting style has to change with adolescence. Parents now need to be more like a friend to their child. The bonds between the child and the parent should be so strong that if he or she has his first crush or does something wrong, the parent should be the first person to know. Another very important point is that never humiliate your teen. They might not react as soon as they know it, but they will remember it. Instead of just arguing with them, try to reason with them, practically and logically. Parents should be more emotionally involved, giving time and attention. It is really critical to how a child feels about their parents and themselves. For boys in particular, the involvement of a father or a father figure matters more than whether or not they live in the same home. Okay, the next one is that teenagers should really appreciate, parents should really appreciate the teenagers and encourage initiative. So please do encourage them. Teenagers are just like ants. So if you put an obstacle in front of them, they're really going to just cross over it or find any other way to get to the other side. Instead, just be like a tunnel, guiding them into the proper ways and in the right direction. Keep lines of communication open if all possible. Teenagers who feel they are listened to fare better emotionally and academically. Always listen to your teenagers' opinions and views when deciding issues, if it's family matters or any other matter. The fact that you simply ask them boosts their self-confidence and esteem. Have confidence in your child, because if you yourself don't believe in him, how can he? And always talk to them at least once a day. The dinner time is the best time to do that because then he can share all the events which have just happened past the present day. Also remember to support and advise and reassure when your child is in trouble. Even when the teen has done something wrong, he should know that you're there for him and that you guide him in the proper way. Second thing is that emotional support fends off the peer pressure. If he knows that you're there for him, then no pressure from anyone can change his direction. He will never go into drugs, alcohol, or anything because he knows that he has someone who loves him and cares about him. Teenagers also need to socialize and really make right friends. So if they are overprotected and restricted, they might never learn. And when exposed to this real world, they might not be prepared and thus suffer. So please, allow them to socialize and have more friends. It would be easier also to keep a track of their life if you're connected to them with the social network. Also remember to give your teen responsibilities. It's the same way as you giving him an allowance and telling him to keep them. When a teen values being treated and being trusted, he will automatically learn the value of money and responsibility. So please, do give your kids money. And lastly, please just show them that you love them because that's the most important thing. And also remember to have fun once in a while. Because a happy teenager is a rare thing to find in today's world. I would like to conclude by saying that teenagers are just like lost sheep. And just as Christ is a good shepherd, we too must be like him, guiding and directing them in the right path.